Okay, good. Go.
All right, hey, Libby and Jalen, this is 10-3, areas of circles and sectors. This is going to be another easy section because we've kind of already done areas of circles a little bit before, but everybody always gets area and circumference messed up with one another, so we're going to talk about circumference also. So circumference and area. How do you find circumference of a circle? What's the formula?
Pi r squared.
That's area, pi r squared.
2.
Pi r squared. 2 pi r or diameter times pi. That's circumference, okay? And just so that we're clear, circumference of a circle means what?
All the way around.
All the way around, like this distance right here, like all the way around, okay? What's area of a circle mean?
The full thing.
The full thing, like shaded in, right? Okay? All right, so circumference and area look like that. They both involve a pi, they both involve an r, and they both involve the number 2. But area is always units squared, right? So the one that is squared is the area, right? Area is the squared one, okay? Don't forget it. All right, there is that. Good? Okay, let's get down to the first example we have right here. What is the area of the circular putting green? So they're giving us the number 20. But what about the 20?
That's the diameter.
That's the diameter. We don't want the diameter. We want the radius. What's the radius going to be? 10. So to find the area, we do pi times 10 squared. Okay, what's 10 squared?
100.
100, okay? And pi is like 3.14159, blah, 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 and it goes on forever, right? Times 100. What happens when we take it times 100? Move the decimal. 1, 2, why does it do that? Every single time I switch back to that black color, it makes it fatter. I don't know what the deal is. Move it 1, 2 places, and it says round to the nearest square foot.
So
314, and that's in feet squared, okay? Any questions about that?
No.
Was that pretty easy?
Yeah.
Example 2, they're going back the other direction. So they're giving you the area and having to find the radius, right? Okay, find the radius if the area is 95, okay? We know that to find area, it's pi r squared, yeah? The area is 95, pi r squared, okay? And then we have to work backwards. So, what do you do first?
Move the pi. Yeah.
Yep, divide by pi, okay? What's 95 divided by pi?
95 over pi.
95 over pi. It's like 30 point something.
30.23.
30.23. Okay, then how do we find r?
You would square root that.
Take the square root. Okay, and the square root of 30.23, whatever that is,
5.5.
5.5, and that is in what units?
Centimeters.
Centimeters or centimeters squared?
Centimeters.
Centimeters?
That's the radius.
Perfect. 5.5 centimeters is the radius. There we go. Okay, 5.5 centimeters. Okay. All right, now the next thing is the hard part. We're talking about sectors of a circle. It's not really that hard. Sectors of a circle. So I'm going to give you an example down here of sectors that we've done before. And this example, let's say, is 5 inches. And we'll say 120 degrees. We've done problems before that look like this. And I say find the arc length, right? We've done arc length before. And arc length has to do with the circumference, okay? So the circumference of this circle would be diameter times pi. What's the diameter of this circle? What's the diameter of this circle?
A number.
It's 10.
10. So the circumference would be 10 pi. But if I'm only wanting to find like this chunk of it right here, how do I do that?
That's a good question.
I don't want the whole circumference. The whole circumference would be 10 pi. But I only want that little chunk of it. So how do I do that?
I don't know.
What?
Take that and multiply it by 120 over 360.
Times 120 over 360.
Wow.
Right? Because that's the fraction of the circle, right? 120 out of a total of 360 degrees. Okay? So I would take 10 pi times 120 over 360. 10. Really, Luke?
It's so annoying.
You know that
I have to sharpen the pencil.
I know, but you just got here, and you know that my pencil sharpener is terrible. So why not sharpen it before you come?
Okay, because Mr.
Stress.
Luke, shut up so we can get this done.
Yeah, just please.
I'm writing. It's fine.
He is grouchy. He's in a mood.
We have places to be.
Okay, so now we're going to do the same problem, except this time we're going to find the area of the sector, which means like the whole slice of pie that I have right here, right? So we're finding the area. Now total area would be pi r squared. So what's the r squared part?
What?
What would the r squared part be?
Uh,
5 squared, which is,
25.
so the whole area would be 25 pi, yeah?
mhm.
Like that's whatever that it comes out to be, right? 25 pi. But I don't want the whole area. I just want
What?
the sector. I just want 120 degrees of it, right?
Yeah.
Out of 360. So you take 25 pi times 120 out of 360.
You get 26.2.
26.2. Perfect. And that is in inches squared because we're doing area, right? Okay, so there's a difference between the two. We did arc length before, and it's the same thing for area. It's just a different formula. The only thing that's different is this is 10 pi and we're starting with 25 pi. But we still multiply by 120 over 360, 120 over 360. Yeah? All right, go to the backside. Can I go to the backside? Okay, backside. Whoop. Backside. Here we go. A circular pizza has a diameter of 12. Okay? I don't want diameter. I want the radius, which is 6. Okay? And it's cut into 8 congruent slices. What is the area of one slice? Okay? So we're going to start by finding the area of the whole pizza. And the area of the whole pizza is pi r squared. What's pi r squared look like? The radius squared would be
36.
36 pi, right? You're done.
No,
I didn't do it.
Oh.
Someone messed up. Someone else
I
did.
did. So we literally went there and
Okay.
came back.
Jalen,
Okay.
I opened your bag to find your stuff.
Times.
And I ate a granola bar.
All right, so the whole area would be 36 pi, but we want only one slice.
Can I have your biology notes from like 2.5 days ago?
That was really smart.
Okay, we only want one slice of it. So what do I multiply by?
I don't know.
360 divided by 8.
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
45.
45. Now, we could do 45 out of 360 or just multiply by 1/8. That's it, right?
Is it just this page?
We just have an eighth of the circle,
There that we-
right? 36 pi times 1/8.
14.1.
14.1 inches squared, right? We don't have to have, like in this spot right here, we don't have to have degrees. We can just do the fraction of the circle that we're talking about, right? We don't have to have degrees, okay? So these ones right here, these are just the sector in the shaded region, okay? So if we were to do the full area, what's pi r squared look like for part A? Pi r squared. 16 pi, but we're going to multiply by
53 over
53
1.
over
53 over 360, yeah. And whatever that comes out to be.
7.4.
7.4 feet squared. Okay? All right. Part B. If we were to do the whole area would be 36 pi, but we're going to multiply by
148 out of 36.
148 out of 360.
46.5.
Because you're only finding
Are you
measure.
sure?
So it's
46.5
like, what is?
Okay.
So you're trying to find
feet squared. Okay? And then C, if we were to find the whole area, it would be 121 pi, right? 121 pi. 11 squared is 121, but we only want,
Okay.
oh, wait a second. We don't want 65 degrees. We want the shaded region.
You only want 200.
How do I find the shaded region?
Oh.
295.
360 minus 65 is 295 degrees is what I want, right? Times 295 over 360, okay?
Is that good?
And that ends up coming out to be, I don't know what.
Now because
311.5.
Yep, 311.5 inches squared.
No.
Actually, this middle one was not feet squared. This middle one was meters squared. I screwed that up. I screwed that up this morning too, and Jake Hodson yelled at me. Okay, happy with that? All right, last one. The color wheel. You guys can't see this in color because you're in black and white. I'm sorry. The color wheel at the right is a tool that artists use to organize color schemes. If the diameter of the wheel is 10 inches, okay, I don't like diameter. I want radius. Luke. Shh. I want radius. Luke. Radius is what? 5. And each of the 12 sections is congruent. Find the appropriate or the approximate area of the green hues. How many of the sections are green?
3. 1 4.
3. So 3 out of 12 or a fourth of the whole circle is green, yeah? Okay, so if I were to find the area of the entire circle, it would be pi r squared, which is 25 pi, okay? But I'm going to multiply that by what? 1/4, right? A fourth of 25 pi, and that is something.
Oh,
19.6.
19.6,
Yeah.
and that is inches squared. That's the area of that sector, right? Good?
No.
That
Okay,
how where am I at on time?
You have 4 minutes left.
Holy cow, and I'm all done. Skills practices all.
Okay.
All of them. The other side is evens. Skills practices all practices evens. Okay? All right, good? Goodbye, Jalen and Libby, even though you're still here.